everybody. Welcome. My name's Elizabeth, and welcome to another episode of Coffee and Crafting. I am so excited to have you here. Today we are going to be making this incredible craft that is very, very simple. And when I tell you how simple it is, it's just going to take a couple of minutes. And the beauty with today's craft is that it doesn't require a lot of ingredients or tools, which means it's also very inexpensive to get started. So I wanted to do this craft today because Christmas crafting is here, and I believe it's here to stay, especially with Thanksgiving around the corner. This is a beautiful craft you can do by yourself or with your family over the holidays. So before we get started, I wanted to introduce myself. I'm Elizabeth, and I'm with Country Peony, which is a DIY and craft blog that focuses on simple and inexpensive crafting projects. I'm so excited to have you here. Okay, to get started, we are going to make this adorable glitter ornament. And so it's very, very simple. The beauty with this DIY is that you can customize it to your liking, using whatever colors you have on hand, whatever color palettes you have as well. So, and also I wanted to mention that this project can be done on anything that is essentially clear plastic or clear glass. So last year I did a fun project with Beacon, which is the maker of this glue, and we made a beautiful glitter Christmas tree. And this year, I don't know if you saw it on my reel last week, but we made some fun Christmas ornament balls with it as well. So if you find a vessel that is clear or glass or plastic, you can apply this technique to that as well. So I would love to know where y'all are coming from. I love Mondays for coffee and crafting. It's such a fun way to start your week, to kick off your week by crafting. So I want to now talk about the tools that you're going to need to make these really fancy glitter ornament balls. So the first tool, and really the hero of this entire live, is going to be Beacon's Glitter It. I have linked all of the tools and the ingredients below if you want to check it out in the description. But we're going to be using Beacon's Glitter It glue. This is my favorite glue to use this time of the year. It's amazing. And then you're also going to need some fine glitter is what is recommended, but I'm also going to show you how it looks with kind of a fun, chunky, textured glitter. So honestly, I've linked some fine glitter below, but really it's whatever you have in your crafting cabinet. You can use that. And then lastly, you're going to need a glass ornament. So you can use glass. I'm trying to take it out of the thing. Okay. You can use glass or you can use plastic. It's really up to you and what you have on hand. The great thing about these is they are inexpensive. I highly recommend purchasing them at the end of the year, after the end of the Christmas season, so you can use them for next year when they're on sale. Okay. And then, for kind of to make it a little bit better, I like to also have a mixture of vinegar and water. This will help clean your glass ornament, so you're starting off with a fresh ornament. And then also a miniature funnel, which this one is so cute. I found it thrifting last year and I love using it. I've also linked some miniature funnels below if you want to check them out. But I do recommend having a funnel dedicated to this because you don't want to use this in your cooking, as you don't want to risk using the glue in your cooking. Okay. So now that we've got all the ingredients, I get to show you how simple it is to make these glitter ornaments. And the beauty with these glitter ornaments is you can decide to maybe decorate a tablescape with them. You can add them to your tree. I'm looking at my pink Christmas tree now here in the studio. Or you can turn them into a fancy wreath like I did a couple years ago. I've got the full tutorial on the blog. I featured this last week on my page. But I love it, and I love the vintage-inspired feel of it. And these were all used with different colors of glitter to achieve this look. Okay, so now that you know how you can use your finished glitter ornaments, I want to show you how to do it, because it's so much fun. Okay, so the first step is we are going to clean our glass or plastic clear ornament. Today I'm working with a glass ornament, so I'm going to be extra careful. I'm taking off the top, and I'm going to use this handy dandy funnel that is so cute. And again, I've got a mixture of distilled white vinegar in here with some water, some warm water, and I'm just going to put a little bit in there. I'm going to coat it. I'm going to swish it around just so that it gets nice and clean. And then I'm going to I have a little trash bucket here or a trash bowl, and I'm just going to empty it out of there. And you want to get all of it out of there because you want it to dry so you can do your glitter it. And so I've also got some paper towels here. I'm just going to let this one rest, set it upside down so it can rest. And then I'm going to do a couple more because I want to show you some different techniques. So we're going to clean this one again. Again, this is just distilled white vinegar with a little bit of warm water. And hello, Christy. Good morning, afternoon. It is afternoon here in Texas, but if it's morning for you, good morning or afternoon. But I'm so glad you could join me on this Monday. We've got a dreary Monday here, but that's okay because we are Christmas crafting and we're going to have so much fun. I mentioned on my last live last week that crafting this time of the year just brings me so much incredible joy. I think it's a good reminder from my childhood because that's really when my crafting bug started. I used to craft with my mom and it was so beautiful. Okay, we're going to do one more. Try not to break your glass ornaments. So all we're doing is we are cleaning out these ornaments. Again, I've linked my ornaments below, the glass and the plastic ones, if you want to check them out for yourself. But all we're doing is we're cleaning them first. We have a nice clean base to work with the glitter. I love that you have your Christmas music on, Christy. I'm glad I'm not the only one. I was decorating my pink tree this morning and I was blasting that Christmas music. Honestly, if it brings you joy, why not? If I could have Christmas music on year round, I totally would. Okay, so now we've cleaned 3 of them. So I'm going to move that aside. I'm going to kind of clear my space a little bit. I would love to know if any of y'all have ever made your own glitter ornaments, if you've used Beacon's Glitter It, because it's so much fun. Okay, so for this first one, I think this one is dry enough. We're just going to kind of really take that water and that vinegar out. And so you can see we've got this ball ready to go. We're keeping our other ones here to dry. And if you're just now joining us, we are making these adorable glitter ornaments. The beauty with these is they're really inexpensive because all you use is glass or plastic ornaments and glitter that you either have at home or that you can purchase at your local craft store and Beacon's Glitter It. That's it. You make some really fun pieces. I've made Christmas trees. I've made a wreath behind me. I've made a lot of really fun things with this. Okay. So now the fun part, it's like magic. It's amazing. So you're going to take the Glitter It after you cleaned your ornament. You're going to open up the Glitter It. And the cool thing is about this bottle is it's got a nice fine tip. So you don't need a funnel for this part. And all you do is you just squirt just a little bit to the inside, just enough to coat it. And then you're just going to swirl it around, making sure that the entire part of the inside of the ornament is covered. So I like to put my finger over the top portion and I just cover it. I continue to move it around because wherever this glue is where the glitter will stick. So if you miss a spot, it will be obvious when you apply the glitter. So once I kind of turn it around a couple of times, making sure I'm getting all areas in there, I like to kind of do this just for extra measure. Okay? So now we're going to go back to our trash pile, or you can put it back in your bottle. It's probably best just to throw the excess away into your trash bucket. We're going to let this wait just a little bit. You don't have to go crazy with it, but just enough for it so it's not completely fresh. I'd say like 30 seconds. It doesn't have to be too long. So it gives us just enough time to decide what color we want to do. And I think red is going to be perfect for this. It'll really show you how it shines. So for this part, this is when I use my funnel for the glitter. But if you don't have a funnel, no worries. You can also use a piece of cardstock or paper. And all you're going to do is you're going to make your own cute little funnels. So just forming kind of an upside down Christmas tree to make your own funnel. Okay, but for this first one, I'm going to use my funnel. So we just added the glitter in there. And now for the magic. All I did was unscrew the top of the glitter, and then we're going to add it directly into the ornament ball. And you can add a lot or a little bit. I try not to reuse this glitter, so you don't have to go crazy with it. Okay, now for the magic part. You're just gonna twist it and turn it, and look at that. Isn't that the coolest thing ever? I guarantee you this is the easiest way to make glitter ornaments. It's like magic. Okay, so I want to get the ends of this, so I'm going to continue to rotate that glitter so it doesn't fall out. But isn't that so cool? I mean, you watched it transform within 5 seconds. So once your ball is completely covered, again, I'm going to go to my trash pile because I don't want to add that glitter back into, and then you're just going to empty it. If you want, you can add it back in there, but there will be some glue clumps. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? And so you let it dry, and then you're going to add your topper right back onto it. I'm going to do this now so that y'all can see. It's amazing. I think it's amazing. So I like using the fine glitter because it adds beautiful detail. It really covers and coats it, but it's up to you. So now we are going to clean out our funnel. I'm going to be using the same color red, so I'm not so much worried about getting a different glitter in there, but if you want, you see how there's red in there, you might want to clean that out and dry it or have separate funnels. If not, you can use the cardstock method like I showed you. Okay, so now I'm going to show you what it looks like with the chunkier glitter, kind of a different look. We're also going to go with the red, and as you remember, I cleaned these with vinegar and water beforehand. And so now we're going to take the glitter it once more. We're going to use this great applicator and just do just enough to where it's kind of, we've got, I don't know, what is that, like 1/10 of an inch on the bottom? And then we're just going to rotate it, making sure that we cover the entire inside. Yes, thank you, Christy. That funnel is vintage. I found it thrifting for like $1. And it's come in so handy. So if you ever find a miniature funnel, you need to pick it up because you will use it in your crafting projects. Okay, so it is very important. You can kind of see where the glue goes. In here, I really like to go to the very top because you want to make sure there's full coverage. And so I think that's good, just for good measure. We're going to do this, make it fun. Okay, I'm going to empty this into my messy bowl. And then, again, we're going to let this dry just a little bit. Set it over here on our paper. And now we're going to use this chunky glitter so you can see how different it looks with the chunky glitter. So we're going to unscrew the top. And I'm going to use this funnel once more just because it's the same color red. But normally I would either use a different funnel or I would make my own with the cardstock. So we're just going to insert it into the ball. We've done the glitter it. We let it sit for about 30 seconds. And then we're just going to add the glitter, which is so fun. Okay. So now for the magic. Are y'all ready? I'm just going to slowly twist and turn and watch as this glitter goes on to this gorgeous ornament ball to make these really custom ornaments. And once you get to this part, making sure that it's nice and closed, you're going to continue to spin until you get the glitter over all parts of this ball. It is so, so satisfying. Talk about instant gratification. It's an instant win. It's so beautiful. Okay, I think I have really good coverage on that. So I'm going to empty that into my dirty bowl, which actually is really beautiful at this point. I just had to show y'all because sometimes I know it's silly, but as a crafter and I'm constantly making messes like this, sometimes the beauty is in the mess. And so I don't know. I just think that's beautiful because it's kind of life, right? Beauty's in the mess and the process. Okay. So once you're going to set this aside to dry, once it dries, you're going to attach the topper right back onto your ornament ball. And then you can get some beautiful ribbon like I did here. Some fun, a velvet ribbon, and attach it. But look how adorable. And let me show you in detail. This is the chunkier glitter. It gives you a different texture. And then this is the really fine glitter. It's really up to you and whatever look you're after. And if you want to take it another step further, you can get your Cricut out or your cutting machine and you can add some fun decals to the top of it. But personally, I think this is so beautiful, especially when you pair it with different golds. And this is kind of a gold-silver mixture. I think that's beautiful. I did some fun pinks because I love pink. But overall, it is so simple. It is so much fun. So if you want to check out Beacon's Glitter It, I put a link below in the description. I also put the other items I'm using, the glass or the plastic ornaments. It's up to you as long as they're clear. And then I also included a miniature funnel if you want to buy your own for crafting projects. So thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you feel inspired just to start decorating for Christmas or crafting for Christmas. I think there's something so beautiful about bringing your own handmade touches to your decorations. It really sets your decorations apart. And honestly, it brings a lot of joy to the space. And the beauty with Christmas decorations is you take them out year after year. And whenever you take them out, or at least for me, I'm reminded of the project that I was working on and the memories that evokes. So thank you again. If you have any questions, please feel free to message me. I hope to see you next Monday here on Facebook at noon for another episode of Coffee and Crafting. Until next time, happy Christmas crafting, guys. Thank you.